between these squads is underway. And it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Menace keeps it on the rollout, looks downfield, and he had an open man, and he left it short. Dymere Miller was open past the 40. His defense last week, yes, they gave him 52 points, but there was a pick 6. 3 turnovers by the offense. They was happy with how the defense played. Monangai squirts through the hole and a broken tackle into the secondary, and he picks up 13 yards on his first carry. Menace with play action, open man across the middle. Ian Strong's at his first grab, and they pick up 15 more into Akron territory.
When you run the football well, that's what it opens up. The play action, linebackers have to step up. It gives Kaliak Manis a really good, clear vision. Watch the linebackers step up here, and then Ian Strong comes right behind. Nice vision by Kaliak Manis, and an accurate football, allowing Strong to run after the catch.
Initially a pickup of 16 yards. Strong had 2 grabs last week. Also had a crucial drop on the opening series. Statistically for Kaliak Manis last week, 15 of 24. Started the game below 50% in the first couple of quarters, but picked that up as the game went along. Monangai again bouncing off tacklers, and the offensive line pushing him downfield. That is 9 more. 2nd and 1 on the Akron 37-yard line. He gets it again. He's got the first down. Knocked down by Brian McCoy. But if you're Joe Moorhead and you're looking at this, you know, for Akron's defense, receivers still on the field. Pressure up the middle. Kaliak Manis was drilled, and it's intercepted. He got hammered as he threw it, and Damon David comes up with the interception for Akron.
That's a throw Kaliak Manis just can't make, inaccurate throw. But the Akron defensive line gets to him. Great job here, getting to the quarterback, having good contact, and Kaliak Manis throws it up for grabs. And then let's watch David. Great job tracking the football. Look at his eyes, going up and high, pointing the ball.
So for the Zips, they come out onto the field with Ben Finley as their starting quarterback. He got banged up last week against the Buckeyes. But just 1 on first down. This is not a team that's been good at running the football. Finley's running for his life. Lewis getting chased. He doesn't throw it away. And that's a loss all the way 6-yard line of 5 yards. A couple of tackles for loss for a 3rd and 15 for their transfer quarterback, Ben Finley. In his own end zone, pressure off his face. Gets it to his tight end, but not a lot of room for Jake Newell. Game tackle from the Rutgers defense, and the Zips will go 3 and out. Gets it away. Remo waves for the fair catch and makes it at the 45-yard line. Decision-making was the conversation with Greg Schiano and Kirk Shiraka yesterday, how much they liked his opener last week. Back to the ground, Monangai and Akron closes it quickly. Brian McCoy, he forced the Buckeyes to punt the ball early. They got a couple of 4th down stops last week. So yes, Akron has struggled record-wise, but they've got a good defense on the field. They stopped Monangai again. This time after about 4 yards. The whistles blow that dead before the offensive line kept the push going. Miller, he's in the slot for the Scarlet Knights at the bottom of your screen. Transfer from Monmouth had his first touchdown last week. Kaliak Manis has time. Out of the backfield to Monangai, and an open field tackle. Brian McCoy stayed out there with the running back and stopped him after 2 yards. 1 of 3. See if they actually go for this here on the Akron side of the field, or it's just a hard count. They are going for it. Kaliak Manis is going to throw. Yeah, open man, left it short. Pressure in his face off the edge from the safety, Paul Lewis, and he could not get it to his open receiver. For those two, that game is tied at 7. Falcons had an early lead. Drew Allard just had a rushing touchdown. After a turnover on downs, Ben Finley throws, and he's got Amarian Granger. So a completion for 4 yards. Finley, pump fake, dumps it to his running back. Steps out of bounds. Charles Kellum played in 11 games last year.
But the defense didn't bite. No one was open down the field, and Finley had to check it down.
1 or 2 if this is 4 down territory for them. Finley keeps it himself, gets through the hole, and Ben Finley slides down at the 35. with Flip Dixon, who was back in the lineup this week after missing there to make the tackle. Taj Bullock on the field making plays like that. He has not played yet. Callum out of the backfield. Great throw into the secondary and inside the 10-yard line. Jaquan Loyal saved a touchdown, but perfect 4 for 4 here in the quarter. Hands it off to Callum. He lines up under center. He's got the football. Rutgers was ready for it. Right up the gut. Finley back to the air. Pressure again. Fires incomplete. Granger, the intended receiver. Loyal with great coverage. So a 41-yard field goal attempt for Garrison Smith. He hit 2 last week. This one he misses wide left. Welcome Arkansas State here. We're scoreless. Jason Horowitz, Adam Brennan, and Taryn Hatcher down on the field. Hand off to Monangai, who cut inside and picks up a couple. And 2nd and 7. He does have play action. He delivers on time. Dymere Miller crossed into the Akron sideline for a first down.
Going to be the go-to guy on 3rd down and critical moments for this Rutgers offense.
Well, and again, that's the part of this for Rutgers, right? They feel like they have their quarterback, that position improved. You know you got the running backs. Do you have the go-to receiver? Incomplete. Chris Long, the intended receiver. Again, solid coverage. Transferring over from the American Athletic Conference and the Tigers. 2nd and 10. Callahan managed the ballgame so far. Just 3 of 7 for 31 yards. He's going to throw again. Wide open man. Comes back to the ball, falling to the turf. Dymere Miller with his 2nd grab of the drive, and they pick up 12.
That's going to be a great connection for Rutgers this season. Watch Dymere Miller in the slot on the out route. Good throw by Callahan Manis. And Miller picks up the 1st down. So that play action, when you're able to run the football, it forces those linebackers to step up, and you get just one-on-one coverage on the outside. That's the benefit of Kyle Monangai as your running back.
And again, Monangai has not come off the field yet. Darren told you to start this game. Samuel Brown not playing today. He is out on the availability report. Monangai has got the entire workload. He's got it again. Shows you what. Monangai inside the 20 and down the 4-yard line. He breaks off a 45-yarder to set Rutgers up in 1st and goal. Down to 1 on the play clock. Gives it to Monangai. Touchdown Rutgers. Seasons. And he's good again here. That finally paid off on that one. Zach Scullione set to kick it away. Right drive boot. And Akron will bring it out to the 25-yard line. And
get out in space to your playmakers, be accurate with the football, and don't turn it over.
Deep in the play clock again, down to 1 and 0, and they ain't get it off. So for the 2nd time in 4 plays, a delay game.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
1st and 15. Looking on the near side. That's caught and broken up. Israel Polk had it poked away by the captain, Robert Longerbeam. Because it was almost, Longerbeam got him maybe a passing shot.
I think Polk might have heard the footstep from Longerbeam behind him.
Picked her off to the tight end, Jake Newell, down the sideline, and he picks up all the penalty yards and more. So instead of 3rd and long, Akron will have 3rd and about 3 after the 12-yard pickup.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Bobby Golden, number 4, touch the ball here.
There's the man in motion. And he looks that way, has time, he's cleared it out, and he's got a 1st down. Adrian Norton takes it out to the 39-yard line. An 8-yard pass and a 1st down for Akron.
To one of your receivers, you got Norton, number 15, bottom of the screen, who's probably their best receiver.
And he had his first catch of the season on that last grab. They go back to the ground, they pick up the 1st down. And that's a big sign for them. Again, Akron as a rushing team last year, 131st in the country. They only averaged about 80 yards a game on the ground. The offensive lines had some moving parts with some injuries. So So that was their biggest concern coming into this game.
Yeah, and it makes the job of Joe Moorhead as a play caller so important because he doesn't have a great run game, so he needs to find ways to scheme up different touches for his running backs, scheme up ways to run the football, and then get your quarterback comfortable. I think he's done a pretty nice job of that so far. Akron's been able to move the football, just doesn't have any points yet.
Zips missed a 41-yard field goal on their last drive. Finley takes a shot and over the head of Bobby Golden. Last week, 14 tackles, most by any Big Ten player in week 1. Behind the intended receiver. Scarlet Knights bring a blitz up the middle, steps up, and it's incomplete. Aaron Lewis had the pressure right in Finley's face, and 3 straight incompletions. It's 4th down. They got pressure on Howard. They only had 1 sack. And Rutgers last year was not a big sack total team, just 21. So Book is back to punt it away and a flag, and I think we're about to have our 3rd delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
His first punt went 46 yards. This one a line drive spiral that's going to take an Akron bounce inside the 10. And the 5. Oh, were they on the ball go over? That was close. They let that bounce all the way. Rutgers backed up with 99 yards of green in front for Ethan Caliac-Manis, who's throwing on 1st down. Quick out to the side, and it's caught. They pick up 9 yards right away, and that is Ben Black, the freshman from Charlotte, with his first career Rutgers grab. They're big-time receivers in this program's history. One guy takes it, he does not have the 11, so it will be 3rd down and short. And you were right, and they've got a 1st down. He got low to the ground, and Monangai picks up 7 more. And the other part to that impressive performance so far, he has not come off the field yet for an offensive snap.
He doesn't get tired.
He's got it again, and he's wrapped up by a couple of zips falling forward. And
has a chip on his shoulder. You see it almost every single play.
well, he talks about Isaiah Pacheco watching him and now watching him in Kansas City, and a guy who runs violently, always falls forward. And again on Thursday night against the Ravens. Caliac-Manis back to the air. Ooh, dangerous throw, and almost intercepted. 3rd down and 6 here for Rutgers. Scarlet Knights 1 of 2 so far here in the 1st half. Clean pocket and tight coverage, and it's broken up. Golden Nelson again, step for step, this time with Ben Black, and Akron forces the 4th down.
And Golden Nelson with another great stop at the defensive back spot, breaking up the pass. It's a clean pocket there by the offensive line. Caliac-Manis had time, made a good throw, but the coverage was too good by Golden Nelson. It's going to force the Rutgers punt.
Yeah, there has not been separation here for the Rutgers receivers.
And I think that's a theme. We talked to Kirk Soraka. He said at some point one of our receivers has to become our #1 guy. We have not yet seen it.
Jacob Anderson on for his first punt of the afternoon. Marion Granger back deep to receive. Pressure up the middle. Anderson got it away, but it's a short kick. And Granger grabs it at the 38-yard line with a fair catch. His ability, his movement, but he hasn't really played. He's on the field now. Finley with pressure in his face, escapes the pocket, throws downfield, and it's low and incomplete.
That's what he brings to this offense, but his receivers got to help him out here a little bit.
He missed his last 4 passes. Easier pass down the line to Granger with a nice room to get a few yards and a hit beyond the sideline. And there's the flag. Granger had gone out of bounds, and then he was drilled on the Rutgers sideline. This is going to add 15 yards.
I like the play design there of getting the ball out in space to your receiver, letting him run a little bit after the catch. Good block on the perimeter by Rush. Going to add on 15 yards
after
on
the
top
play.
of it.
Personal foul. Late hit. Defense #4. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
So Akron set up with that penalty in the Rutgers side of the field. Another penalty.
False start. Offense #77. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
They got inside the 10-yard line, took a delay of game penalty. Finley back to Granger. Picks up the penalty yards, and he's down to the 35. Loyal shoved him out of bounds. Necessarily anything that's going to be an explosive offense, but they're keeping time of possession and staying on the field. And a first down for Charles Killam on the ground.
Big time recruit.
Remember, Joe Moorhead was the head coach at Mississippi State, so a lot of time down there in the SEC, getting some recruiting grounds. Finley with play action to the air and well over the tight end of Jake Newell. No Taj Bullock on the field for Akron. It has been all Ben Finley here this afternoon. Pressure. Finley escapes. Gets away from Thompson and hit from behind by Rutgers, but not before he picks up 8 yards.
It almost seemed like they weren't aware of the play clock, which is alarming.
And now Bullock is off the field. And they lost all of it. Right up the gut, Jordan Thompson, who made his first career start last week, and he makes the stop. He'll try again from 41. High snap, put down, kick is up. This time it's good.
Running to the kicker, defense. That penalty's declined. The field goal is good.
That game gave Akron some confidence when you're playing the best team in the country and you're down only 17-3 at half. They gotta make you feel pretty good going into the week 2 against Rutgers.
Out to the 25 after the touchback. And his blocking ability too. Great pocket, deep down the field into double coverage. And it's incomplete for Dymere Miller. Last week they said they had a couple of them called, but Caliac Manis knew, hey, they wasn't there, changed to something else. Not sure that was there either for Dymere Miller into double coverage. So they go back to old reliable. No, that's the ground. It's not Monangai, it's the freshman Antoine Raymond. And on his first carry of the game, picks up 7 yards. There are so many high hopes for this Canadian from Montreal. He runs violently, and he showed it there.
Yeah, watch Raymond here. Hit the hole hard, lower his pads, keep the legs churning. Raymond's a kid that had 30-plus Power 4 offers, one of the top running back recruits in the country, who then reclassified, and Greg Schiano landed him to come to Rutgers. Big recruiting win for Schiano in this program.
5.5 to go in the second. That was the first offensive play that Monangai was not on the field.
He's a workhorse, man. And I bet he begs to stay on the field.
He's got the football on the first down. Oh, he's got space. Monangai makes another man miss. He's trying to get to the end zone. And brought down at the 5. Oh, he ripped off another huge run to set up Rutgers with first and goal.
And that vision is so impressive on those zone plays, and the feel for the game is evident.
Visually 62 yards. First and goal, Raymond. He's bottled up in the backfield and thrown to the turf after a loss of 2. Second and goal for Caliac Manis. 3:50 to go in the second. Raymond still on the field. On the rollout towards the end zone. Caught! Touchdown Rutgers! Chris Long makes the grab inside the pylon.
He finds Chris Long in the corner, rifle of a throw right at the
Offense
pylon.
number 59. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Trying to throw again. Pressure. Caliac Manis has to throw that away. That was a great job coming through for Akron, getting into the backfield. Cam Cheatham. He ran right into Raymond, but there was a penalty as well.
Holding. Defense number 21. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Had to face a lot of pressure, tight coverage. He's just 5 of 13 passing here this afternoon. Monangai's back in the game. He's got the handoff. And he's wrapped up by that defensive line. Nate Kapongo, grad transfer from New Hampshire, stops him after a gain of 1. And it'll be second and goal. Heavy package here for Rutgers and Caliac Manis with 1 on the play clock. Monangai trying to break through, and again they're pushed back. Nunnally drags him out of the pile. McCoy, the linebacker, made the initial hit, and now it's third and goal. Monangai already 154 yards in this first half. They are going to the air. Caliac Manis into oh, it's deflected and caught. KJ Duff, the freshman. Look what I found for my first career touchdown. for a huge interception. Low snap, they put it down, and Jay Patel's extra point is good. So a big drive coming up for the Zips. A line drive kickoff that's bouncing towards the sideline, and it'll go out of bounds. So a mistake there by the kicker, Jack Scullione. Well, that's the last thing you want, too.
You're now going to give Akron great field position to start this 2-minute drive.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team number 93. The ball placed at the 35-yard line. It's first down.
Got you covered with all the stats and highlights and the scores from around the Big Ten. A big one there in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Texas. Penn State, a tough one with Bowling Green. It's all coming up at the half. And right on the first play, a beautiful delivery. Finley found Adrian Norton beyond midfield, and he got out of bounds. So Akron able to preserve their 2 timeouts that they have left here with 1:48. Plenty of time for the Zips. Nice pocket, open man, and it's through his hands, and he's drilled. Scarlet Knights bring pressure out to the edge. It's caught. Well, they say it bounced. So it's incomplete. Thrown out to the running back, Jordan Simmons. Finley's in trouble. He's running for his life. Backpedaling. It's a duck, and it bounces. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, they say it hit the turf first. Remember, Avery Book pinned Rutgers back at the 1 on his last kick. He angles this one. Dremel lets it go. It goes into the end zone. Now plenty of time for Kaliakmanis. With 5 on the play clock. He's got Monangai. Trying to break it out to the left and tack on about 5 more. So he's up near 160 here in the first half. And we'll see how aggressive Greg Schiano plays this here in the 2-minute drill. Remember, Akron does get the football to start the second half. Kaliakmanis to the air, dumps it short. Chris Long has the first down. So since we're inside of a minute here, that clock will stop on the first down.
A good throw there by Kaliakmanis, getting the first down. You got 3 timeouts. Time's on your side here, but got to move fast.
Tough pass, almost grabbed out of the air. Ian Strong almost brought that in, but again, accuracy certainly was one of the questions last year at Minnesota too. On second down, that's a much better one. Free, and he's out of bounds inside the Akron 40-yard line. They're approaching field goal territory for Jay Patel. Kaliakmanis wants it all to the end zone. One-on-one coverage, and it's incomplete. Strong, the intended receiver. Jay Patel is hit from 50. From here, it would be about a 55-yarder. Kaliakmanis on the money, down to the 25 and a sliding grab for Chris Long. Fresh set of downs with 26 seconds and 2 timeouts. Kaliakmanis, safe throw, good throw, and Long with another catch and gets out of bounds. Maybe in time for a shot. Kaliakmanis looking end zone right on cue, and it's over the head, but a flat. It's down in the end zone, and this is going to set him up first and goal at the 2.
Pass interference. Defense number 3. Foul occurred in the end zone. The ball placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic. First down.
Akron got the ball, couldn't do anything, and now with Monangai trying to lower his shoulders, cannot get there. He stopped at the 1. It was 1:20 on the clock. It is back to Monangai. And he's in again! What a first half for Kyle Monangai! His second touchdown, and the Scarlet Knights in control. Patel good again. He's still perfect on the season. So all of a sudden, things have drastically changed here inside SHI Stadium. Pooch kick and a fair catch. They are in the formation where Ben Finley will take a knee, and that will take us to halftime. Second half kickoff into the end zone, onto the 25 for that drive. Back downstairs to Tarrant. Nothing on the first down for Finley. Taking a shot. Got an open receiver, and it's caught.
Sure, his new players on the team every single year know about Derek LeGrand's story and what he means to this Rutgers program.
Pull it again out to the perimeter. It's thrown low. Polk spins away from the first tackle, but Joe Bome is there to clean it up. So it'll be third down and long for about 6 yards here for Akron coming up. And again, you talked about the importance of this drive. They've had chances, right? They missed a 41-yard field goal. They've been inside the 10-yard line. Just 2 of 7 on third down. They give it to Simmons on the ground. Maybe a surprising move, and he's right there at the sticks. Finley's got Lewis coming off the edge. He got out of there, and Finley takes off, and he slides down at the 32-yard line. Good throw to the edge. And it was really beautiful. And the hit by Longer being jarred it loose. It's incomplete, and Polk is going to come over to the sideline. Finley has an open man. Miscommunication. Nobody there, and it's caught. Touchdown, Akron. Adrian Norton was all alone, and he just waited for the ball to find him, and Akron has its first touchdown of the season. Joe Moorhead's team knew it had to get a touchdown to stay in the game, and 3 minutes and 15 seconds into this third quarter. Certainly an experienced secondary. In black waiting for it. He's going to let it bounce. The headset communication from the coach to the player on the field shuts off at 15 seconds on the play clock. Monangai's first carry in the second half. He falls out to the 30, and with that carry, Kyle Monangai has a new career high.
Still happening.
We haven't really seen the sheets, though, the bed sheets with the 4 different picks. Up on the sideline. Back to Monangai. There's the vision, and he's got a first down out to the 37. So when you have the breakdown, you go to old reliable, back-to-back carries and a first down. Has been absolutely unstoppable here, and he's got the ball again. Closed up the hole. Kyle Monangai approaching 200 yards, 250 yards, whatever it may be. He has been outstanding here this afternoon.
Yeah, almost 10 yards every time he touches the football. 9-something a carry. Every time he has the ball in his hands, it's got the chance to change the game. Got a chance to be a big one. And even after contact is where he's the most impressive. And I bet taking him off the field, they're dragging him off. They got to beg him to come off the field.
Hits Dymere Miller in stride and down to the Akron 38-yard line. 4 catches for Miller last week against Howard and a touchdown. He's got 4 catches again here this afternoon. Monangai upended out on the corner. Monangai's off the field here on his 2nd and 8. Antoine Raymond had a couple of carries in the first half. And he gets it again with the burst, breaks a tackle, first down, and Raymond is inside the 25, escorted out by Shaman Cooper.
Now for Akron, second half, I would sell out completely to stop the run and make Kaliak Manis beat you.
Monangai switches gears, and again gets to that next level, and again stays on his feet. He's still going, but they blew him dead, and he can't believe it. He's getting his adjustments on the sideline. 2nd and 1. Raymond tripped up in the backfield. Great play by Justin Anderson coming up to stop him. It'll be 3rd down and 1. It's 3rd down and 1. He's got the first down, and it's 1st and goal. Scarlet Knights at the 9. Open second half touchdown. Kaliak Manis to Monangai. This time Akron does still not get him to the ground, but they definitely pushed him backwards. Kyle Monangai with that run. He now has a 200-yard afternoon. He's got it again. And he is over 200 yards, but he's about 2 yards shy of his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Kristen Tremble, the one receiver out wide. It is back to Monangai, trying the middle. He's got it. The hat-trick for Kyle Monangai. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the afternoon. Tail adds the extra point.
How about the new look Big Ten, Jason? Just so many teams. USC last weekend. So many great teams.
Have a bye before going to Virginia Tech for game 3. Finley hands it to Bullock, who's going to throw, and he finds Finley out of the backfield for a 5-yard gain. And he throws it laterally through the hands of Amarian Granger. You know, the other part to that, too, but then he's been off the field the last 2. 3rd down and 5. Pressure coming. Finley stands in the pocket, and that's broken up. Igbenogson step for step with Granger, and it's 4th down Akron. Dremel back deep to receive the punt from Avery Book, who has been outstanding here this afternoon. This time he's got Dremel with a lot of space. He's got it at the 30, out to the 40, and Dremel upended at the 48-yard line. A flag came flying in at the end of that run.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's 1st down.
Become close, maybe pass Ray Rice's school record, 280 yards in a game. He's got it again, and he's got 4 more. Now they are, and Caliac Manis to the air. His first deep ball is caught. Touchdown Rutgers, Chris Long. The offense has been clicking, and Caliac Manis' decision-making, his accuracy has drastically changed. Chris Long is a New Jersey high school legend, one of the best receiving seasons in South Jersey high school history. And trying to put that on display here. Kyle Monangai's gaining 8 yards.
It's a great point. When you have the run game, it opens up so much else in your offense.
Ben Finley's in trouble, and he didn't want the football anymore. And Taj Bullock couldn't catch the football, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Back to Simmons on the ground, and he's spun down after maybe a couple of yards. 3 of 9 on 3rd down. Lewis with pressure again. Finley trying to pick it up over the middle, and he left it short. Rutgers hoping to get those guys back sooner rather than later. His D-line has been great. Pressure up the middle, and Book got it away. Dremel's going to let that bounce. And it'll come to a stop right around the 26-yard line. Back to the ground. Raymond showing the shiftiness, and he picks up 8 yards. Flag flies. It's on the near sideline, on the Akron sideline. And it was thrown right at the snap.
Illegal substitution. Defense, 12 men on the field to snap. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Now 1st and 5, Raymond stops right at the line of scrimmage.
To your point, Jason, you think about the touchdown, that Duff call in the end zone. If that play goes a different way, and Bennett Adler, the defensive end for Akron, was able to intercept that ball in the end zone, it was a 7-3 game at that point. It's a completely different ball game. But give Rutgers credit for finding ways.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 40. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Akron has done a lot of things. When you are a team that is a massive underdog and you need some bounces to go your way, you also have to not shoot yourself in the foot. And Akron has done a lot of that here in this game. 9 penalties for 64 yards, delay of games, 3 of them in the 1st half. Monangai stays on the sideline, giving way to the freshman Antoine Raymond. Akron trying to get pressure. Caliac Manis, nice grab to his tall freshman receiver. 6'6" KJ Duff. And again, if this game were closer, he'd be climbing up that ladder. Give to Raymond, trying to get to the outside. He's inside the 10 before being brought down at the 9. 246 yards on the ground for Rutgers here this afternoon. Back in the red zone, Kenny Fletcher, his first grab of the day, reaches across the pylon. Oh, they'll mark him out of the 1. And Ethan Caliac Manis wants the touchdown. Here's the announcement.
After review, when the runner's foot hit the pylon, the ball was beyond the goal line extended. Therefore, the ruling on the field is changed to a touchdown.
Quarterback with a 3-touchdown game since 2020. That was certainly one of the best games of week 1. Short kickoff, fair catch called for at the 23-yard line, which is where Akron will take over.
Kicking team, number 31. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced for the succeeding spot. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, receiving team, number 42. Will be half the distance to the goal. It's first down, Akron.
The quick throw out to the edge, no room whatsoever. Really trying to go the other direction. That's a terrible pass, and it's picked off. Quan Royal with the interception, trying to get to the end zone, and he's down at the 3-yard line. The new quarterback in for Rutgers as well. Ethan Kaliak-Manis' day is done with 3 touchdown passes. A Johnny Shepard in the ball game. He's got Raymond to his left. He hands it off. And Raymond just trying to cover it up, and he's thrown backwards.
To make things happen when they had to in this game.
Shepard to the end zone. And that's going to be pass interference. He was trying to find the freshman Ben Black for his first career touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense number 12. That fall occurred in the end zone. The ball placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
So first and goal. Raymond inside the 2-yard line.
Illegal substitution. 12 on the field. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Raymond again. Trying to drive his teammates into the end zone. Raymond keeps the legs driving. Touchdown, Rutgers. Last week, a dominant, imposing second half. They got it teed up, the line drive kick. Short of the goal line, so an opportunity here for a return brought back out by Golden. He gets just past the 20-yard line where he stood up right there.
To cover the talented receivers of Akron has been the major key for Rutgers today.
Well, now you get an opportunity, too, in a 39-point game to get some of those younger guys some experience. Bo Masco finishing off the tackle.
The experience he's gotten stepping in has been enormous, and even though he didn't have a ton of tackles today, currently sits at 4, his instincts and flowing to the football is what this Rutgers defense is going to need, because they need depth at that linebacker position.
Breaking through Simmons into the secondary. Biggest play of the day for Akron, and Simmons still on his feet, and he's going to take it to the end zone. A 72-yard touchdown run for Jordan Simmons. Jordan Simmons, the transfer from Michigan State. So after the 73-yard touchdown for Jordan Simmons, the kickoff back deep for the Scarlet Knights, and it'll be shy of the 20-yard line. First real official drive for Johnny Shepard. He was on the field for the last couple of plays when they punched one in with Antoine Raymond, who's trying to answer Simmons' run, and he takes it out to the 36-yard line with a pickup of about 14 yards. And mentioned Kaliak-Manis for 230 yards.
Everyone knows they can run the football, but add in a passer at quarterback that can distribute the ball, make accurate throws down the field, and manage the game. This is a Rutgers offense that could be dominant in Big Ten play.
Back to Raymond, who's now over 55 yards rushing.
Kaliak-Manis feel confident, and then to Kaliak-Manis' credit, he made throws on 3rd down in the red zone that he had to make to put his team in a good position.
Some backups there on the offensive line all over the field. And, you know, Ethan Kaliak-Manis came in, leadership, right? He's been at Rutgers for about 8 months after transferring from Minnesota, earned the captain that was voted on by the team.
I think that one of the most impressive things, Jason, is just being a captain after being on campus for 8 months, as you just said.
Raymond back to the ground. And again, now the second line of offensive linemen for Rutgers also starting to push up. 329 yards on the ground last week against Howard. And again, Rutgers may get away when this game is all said and done with a 200-yard rusher and a 100-yard backup.
That's got to be good, right? That's what you want, man. I mean, and to have a guy, you're going to need to spell Kyle Monangai a little bit throughout the season. He can't take every single carry when you're going against really good Big Ten defenses. So to have a guy like Raymond, to have a guy like Sam Brown who's out today that can come take a couple carries and not feel like your offense is taking a step back is big for Rutgers.
And he slipped trying to cut in the hole. So it'll be 4th down and about 4 here for Rutgers as we'll go inside of 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. And we'll see if Greg Schiano decides to punt this away. At the moment, he's keeping Shepard and the offense on the field.
Yeah, I think Schiano's going to punt this away here. I'd be surprised to see him go for it.
And we'll let this play clock dip all the way down and take that time out. Nobody seems to be in a hurry as we're down to 10 seconds here on the play clock. And you just saw his lips. Punt team, get ready.
Yeah. It's going to take the delay of game.
And I think Akron's going to decline the delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Now, Akron's sideline is saying decline. They did not. Well, they were overruled, so they will push them back 5 yards. Well, if you only have to send your punter onto the field twice in a game, you've had a good offensive day, and Rutgers has achieved that today as Anderson is on the punt just for the 2nd time today. Anderson trying to angle that one out of bounds, and it's caught at the 5-yard line. So he does his job, and the special teams unit does it as well.
To really have an elite passing day in the 2nd half of this ballgame.
And Akron has gone to its backup quarterback as well. We expected to see Taj Bullock a lot today in multiple roles. Didn't really happen as he's now in his normal quote-unquote role as the backup quarterback. And I think that, you know, from Akron's offense perspective, here is Calagmanis and Rutgers. A very successful offensive day, 515 total yards for the Scarlet Knights. You know, you came into this game and Akron talked about having both quarterbacks on the field at the same time, and it really never came to fruition.
Yeah, I was surprised we didn't see Bullock more used as a non-quarterback early in this game. There might have been something that Rutgers was doing on defense that made Joe Moorhead think the looks wouldn't be there. And then once you're down 3 touchdowns or maybe even 2 touchdowns, Joe Moorhead probably is keeping some of that in the tank to use in MAC play in games that he knows he can win when you're not down by 2-3 touchdowns.
We'll go inside of 4 minutes to go. Joe Moorhead and Akron will go home next week. They'll finally leave the Big Ten.
Yeah.
After trips to Columbus and Piscataway, they will welcome Colgate before taking a trip down to the SEC in South Carolina.
How about that for a start to the season for Akron? At Ohio State, at Rutgers, then going to South Carolina in the first 4 weeks. I mean, man, that's a tough start to the season for Akron.
First down pickup for Charles Kellum as they will add some yards here to this total when it's all said and done. And they're approaching 300 yards of offense, but the reality, Adam, I mean, they had a 35-yard touchdown pass to Adrian Norton. They have a 73-yard touchdown run when the game was 49-10, and other than that, Akron's offense was completely shut down.
Yeah, I think if you're Joe Moorhead, you're saying to your team, listen, there's moments out there where we can play with these big dogs. We can play with Ohio State. We can play with Rutgers. I almost think there may be a sense of confidence that this team has. Talking to the coaches, one of the challenges is after those 3 games we just talked about, Ohio State, Rutgers, and South Carolina, for Akron to kind of still have the faith that they're a good team and not to be too down on themselves as they enter into MAC play. But that experience in those big-time games on national TV when you're playing the SEC, the Big Ten opponents, it's critical for this Akron team.
Well, and the other part to that, too, is you worry about how many, getting beat up, right? I mean, the Akron player in this second half, there was a span of 2 drives for Akron's defense where 7 or 8 players came off the field in a span of 10 or 11 plays.
Yeah, you got to keep your guys healthy, and I think that's why we're seeing Ben Finley out of this game. For Akron, too, even though you're losing, you got to think about the MAC play you're going to have the rest of the season.
Going back to the ground one more time. And that will probably bring us to the 2-minute timeout, barring a change of pace here in the last 2:15. Nathan Kaliakmanis back-to-back 3 touchdown passes for this Rutgers offense. Akron will have a 4th down here coming up.
Yeah, the most impressive stat from Monangai today is the 7.5 plus yards a carry with 27 carries. I mean, that is big time numbers by Kyle Monangai. Credit to the offensive line. The thing, Jason, with Rutgers and Greg Schiano that I'm always so impressed with is how Schiano develops players. Finds guys who aren't super highly recruited, who he can turn into stars. You look at guys all over this offense and defense that have been in this program for a long time, have been in the weight room with Greg Schiano's weight staff, have learned the culture of what it means to be a Rutgers player, and now their careers are coming to kind of a pinnacle and in a big season for Rutgers.
And you got those rushing yards for Akron gone way up, but most of those on one 73-yard run with Rutgers backups in the ballgame. Look, swings it out to the backup tight end, Connor Kravac.
Having a bye week earlier in the season allows you to kind of get some guys fresh before you go into the hard part of the schedule. The game at Virginia Tech is going to be really big after the bye week, and then not having Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State gives yourself a chance to go into every single game thinking we can win this ball game. And as we talked about, Jason, year 5 for Greg Schiano, the expectations are high. And now that Greg Schiano has a quarterback that can win games, he has a running back who isn't just in the conversation. He may actually be the best in the country. An offensive line that's good, a defense that played lights out today. The pieces are in place to put it all together and make a run at this thing in the Big Ten.
Well, Fury makes the tackle on what might be the final play of this afternoon. Akron does not have to run another play. The clock is set to tick down, and that is going to do it here from SHI Stadium. Kyle Monangai, a career day for Greg Schiano with 208 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. And the Scarlet Knights improved to 2-0 in impressive fashion here on this second Saturday of the college football season.